Hi, glad you could join me on this getting started video for Arpy. Arpy is a new web framework for Delphi. So if you are new to Delphi, you might have used other modern web development environments like Node.js or ASP.NET Core. If you have, you'll feel right at home. If you've done web development before on Delphi, you'll be pleasantly surprised how much easier it is using Arpy than how you might have done it in the past. So this video aims to get you up and running with the very basics of Arpy. We'll use the Arpy Developer Trial with Delphi Community Edition to show how you can get up and running with Arpy Basics straight away. So why wait? Let's get started. Okay, we'll just fire up the Delphi Community Edition. I just wanted to show that this is a clean, out-of-the-box installation. I've literally just finished the install. There's no component sets installed, there's no third-party tools. So move this out of the way, and you can see I haven't even opened a project before. If we go to New Other, we can see that there isn't anything installed in here. There's just the basic templates that you would normally see in an empty Delphi. So let's open our browser up, and we need to get Arpy installed. So let's go to www.welcome.com.au/Arpy. That will automatically redirect us to the Arpy wiki page. So once we get to the Arpy wiki page, we don't need that left-hand column. You'll find lots of information on Arpy in the wiki. Now, it is still a work in progress at the time of recording, so it's very likely you'll see something a bit different by the time you see this video. So, what versions of Delphi can I use? You can use any version after 2010. So that's XE all the way through to XE8 and 10, 10.1, 10 all the way to 10.3. Most Delphi developers will be expecting there to be some kind of component set to install. That's not how Arpy works. Arpy is project based, so all we are installing is a project template. There's no dependencies on any other third-party tools apart from those which come with Delphi out of the box. So let's get installing. So we could use the Get It package manager here, however we're just going to do this one by hand. So first thing is to go to the trial repository and go for the zip download. But just a quick note here, there is a readme that's quite helpful, so you might want to have a quick review of that before you do the download. So after we do the download, just unzip it to the folder that you're in. There is quite a bit here, but most of that won't get installed. It's just because there's a copy in the trial for every version of Delphi. So you can see the different versions here. What version are we going to use? We're going to use the 10.3. If we have a look on the help document of the version of Delphi that we're using. Now we don't need to worry about that. The installer will take care of it. I'm just pointing out that that is what we're going to install. Now run the installer. You will on Windows 10, if you've got a user account control turned on, you will get these pop-ups. Just install anyway, and we're done. That's installed. It's actually detected 10.2 on there as well. We're only interested in 10.3. So now if we go back to Delphi and go New Other Delphi Projects, we can now see that Arpy is installed there. So if we click OK and find a folder to install our test application, just make a new folder. At this point, the application will run and work as a web server. Some warnings from the from the firewall. And we also took a little bit longer to start than normal because the certificate the system needs wasn't there, so it had to create that for us. We go back now to the Getting Started page on the wiki. There is the section at the top relates to the things we've already done, so we've done the install. You can also see there how you might want to uninstall. We're not actually going to cover that. And the section on using Arpy, we're basically doing that process now, but importantly it's the developer certificates we're interested in. So that section explains it pretty well there. Essentially we just need to find the certificate that the Arpy has just created for us and tell Windows that we trust it. Now the way we do that is we just open the file that it's showing us there. So we can just cut and paste it, and that will open up the certificate for us. You can see straight away that there's a little red X there saying that this certificate is not trusted. So in order to add it, all we need to do is click on current user, next, select the folder and put it in Trusted Root Certificate Authorities and click OK. But before we do that, we really have to be sure this is the correct certificate. We don't want to install certificates that might have come from anywhere. We want to be sure this is ours. So we're checking the date. It's definitely from today, and check the time. It's from, looks like about 3 minutes ago. So it's definitely the one we're looking at. Just to check a bit further, there's a number of attributes we're seeing there. The one we're interested in is the DNS name. So that should be the name of the computer where the certificate was created. So if we have a look at this computer's name is here, and it says BM Community, so that's where that name is coming from. Now I'm happy to go ahead and install that certificate, so we'll just run through the process. Now that we're through all that, we can now test our application. So let's open our browser up and point at the application's endpoints. So we're just going to go to HTTP localhost and then find the port number, which by default on Arpy is 4453. But we'll just pop back to the application and check. And now we're getting to Hello World. Now I've noticed a couple of things. One is, yes, we got the message, but we've also been redirected to the secure link automatically. So that's one of the features that you get with Arpy for free, is it will stop HTTP automatically and redirect to the secure page. So we can see the certificate details there that we're happy there, and we're not showing any nag warnings saying the certificate's not trusted. So we've done everything correctly. Great, now you're all set to start developing with Arpy. I encourage you to create new projects and start trying out Arpy. Make sure you follow the examples in the wiki. If you have created web applications before using other Delphi technologies, you'll probably find it a little bit different, but I'm sure you'll find that all the pieces just fit together pretty smoothly with not much effort from you. You can concentrate on your business logic and let Arpy manage the webby things. There are more Arpy videos coming, so watch out for those, and don't forget to keep an eye out on the wiki. Things are changing rapidly. We'll see you next time, and good luck with your Arpy apps.